Welcome back to Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2 here on Series Game. I've taken 3 out of the 4 planets in the Scala sector, 3 out of 4 in Bellis Corona, about close to 2/3 of the planets in Agrippina, but obviously I need to continue the conquest over here. I think I will do just that, actually. 254 points, which means I can get another light cruiser. Or, if I wanted to, I certainly could get another big ship, but I will not do so for the moment. I'm gonna go with a Kopesh, and I'm going to try and take the Albatron system. Alright, let's get this battle underway.
Initializing motive power.
Even should I lose over here, I still want to inflict some damage with this fleet.
The enemy has seized a strategic area. The enemy has seized a strategic area.
So on our merry way then. I have a Reaper, which is a battle cruiser. Oh.
Inevitable. As you command.
That is a huge fleet,
seized a strategic
but it does mean
area.
that their
the
classes are not going to be
strategic area.
Alright, let's go for
Inferior vessel sighted.
something more intelligent.
Ready to serve. Inferior vessel sighted. What is your command? On the mark. Energy to recoalescence. Yes, my liege. How may I serve? Initializing motive power. Boarding successful. Flayed ones are feasting. I serve your glory. Relocate. They are doomed. Inevitable. Way of death. On the march. Reassembling coherence. All power to motive units.
The enemy has accumulated 25% of strategic points.
As you command. Ready to serve. Moving. I have the dexter spear. Motive units fully engaged. Initializing motive power. What is your command? Relocating.
You have accumulated 50% of strategic points.
As you command. Enemy orbital platform silent. Ready to serve. Yes, my liege.
You have seized a strategic area.
I have the instinct. Inevitable.
Chaos fleet annihilated. Alright then. The Albaturn system is now mine. Maybe waiting wouldn't be so bad, actually. But no, I'm not going to spend my resources trying to save it. Not at this point. Anyway, I need some more fleets. It would be 590. Yeah, I could get the fleet with the Psi-free per 3 turns, 1 turn. I think I'll wait 1 more turn, see what I'm gonna get. Don't think that there are any attacks incoming on any of my systems at this particular juncture. Now the reason I'm not building a fleet in Skelos to take over these guys is because I actually want the attack to happen. If the Sons of Malice do show up, then that is to my benefit, because it removes that horrible orc invasion from my sights. Now over here I could take the fleet from Chinchar. Yes, this one. And march on the Tyranids. Maybe that would be worth it, maybe it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't be worth it, would it? Yeah, I don't know. It seems hard to make that kind of judgment call right now. It's tricky because I can only... Agrippina maybe? Decisions... The real issue is also the fact, sure, that fleet has a battleship, but that fleet also has to deal with the fact that its troop strength on the Scythe Harvester is pretty low, all things considered. Jubal. Okay. And that just... I don't have anything I can use right here. Tesseract Labyrinth. Nope. Nothing that I could use to increase troop strength. Maybe, let's see, the Sentinel Worlds. Yeah, the Sentinel Worlds seem to have a better regeneration than this at the moment for troop strength, so I'm going to go over here. Threat levels are fairly low in the Sentinel Worlds, which is exactly as I wanted. Yeah, okay. There are 2 systems that are apparently missing over here. I don't really know why. Well, I guess I do know why. There is going to be some battles taking place in those systems. Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna spend resources on, well, anything right now. Let's do it.
Hail, great lord. The construction of ships has begun, though our anchorages remain threatened by tyrannies.
I will provide protection. Hasten the construction.
Yes, great lord.
I certainly have enough fleets to fort the Tyranids for quite a bit, don't I? Psychic Shroud, where do I... Yeah, where would I get that? Oh, strategic position next turn, alright. As it was. As a war. I'm going to be attacked next turn on 2 sides. I'm going to deploy my cairn right now from Chinchare over... no, not from Chinchare, from the Sentinel Worlds. I could construct another fleet to aid in what's happening. And I think I will do just that. We have 1 Admiral with... You know what, this seems like the better idea, honestly, than anything else I have available right now. Because he actually does have some rather useful skills. So he will get battleship. Now, the fun fact about Necron defense platforms is that they're arguably the best defense platforms in the entire game. I think.
On the march.
Now, the Necron
Yes,
playstyle is given the one of the upgrades you can get, where you can
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
get the bonus for the scanner.
Relocate.
Means that having actual escorts for your Necron fleets is a good thing.
Inferior vessel sighted.
There we go.
Moving. I serve your glory.
Yep.
All power to motive units.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Inferior vessel sighted. Inevitable. Inferior vessel sighted. How may I serve? I serve your glory.
Which is a very significant change from, say, playing the Imperium.
Ready to serve. Motive units
It's
fully
mostly
engaged.
just a scanner. That hurts.
Reconfigure protocol. What is your command? Moving. I am the Dynasty Spear. Shroud strike successful.
I find myself somewhat unwilling to change a Markham's fleet composition. He does have 2 Scythe Harvesters that are fully leveled up. And that isn't a small thing. Either. Okay, we are going to endure an attack, 2 attacks, 3 attacks. From Imperium, Tyranid, and, well, Imperium as well, right? Yep. I don't have the capability of holding on to, of taking the Obsidian Depths, not at this time. Once the Tyranids are dealt with, sure, once that situation is under control, I should be in a much better position, all things considered. The Imperium will waste vessels trying to take this, though. Vessels that they would... I could remove the Jackals. And get the Light Cruiser, maybe? That is a good question. Should I do that? Really good question. It comes down to this particular upgrade. Increases Lightning Arc's critical chances by 100% against enemy ships which have been marked using the scanner skill. So, if you have the scanner skill, then that means your ships are going to do... If you've got the ship that can scan, at least one, then your other ships are going to do a lot more damage. So as you can imagine, that is particularly useful. Now, I have 2 Jackals. You know what? I think I'll do it for one of these. So I'll remove one of the Jackals, yes, and get one of these babies. So he's got the fleet of 2 cruisers, and there we go. And if it becomes a necessity, I will also delay that invasion by 1 turn. I don't think it is a necessity, not at this stage, but we'll find out about that, right? At Shinshare, I do have a space station over there. A space station capable of taking a significant beating. Skellis is going to be interesting because I do have these attacks incoming. And what I'd really like to be able to do here in Skellis would be to actually take those attacks and then, you know, then counter attack, take the system. But of course that means delaying the Orc invasion even further. So for now,
on the march. As you command. Relocating. Inevitable. Inferior vessels sighted. As you command. Inferior vessels sighted. I serve your glory. Inferior vessels sighted. Yes, my liege. What is your command? Moving. How may I serve? Initializing motive power. Ready to serve. Inferior vessel sighted. On the march. Moving. Yes, my liege. What is your command? How may I serve? As you command. Coalescence. Inevitable. I am the Dynasty Spear. Relocating. I serve your glory. Enemy vessels suffered critical damage. Inferior vessels sighted. Initializing motive power. Shroud strike successful. Inevitable. Ready to serve. Relocating. What is your command? Moving. Ready to serve. On the march. I serve your glory. Yes, my liege. How may I serve? I am the Dynasty Spear. As you command. Yes, my liege. Ready to serve. Shroud strike complete. Moving. What is your command? Relocating. I serve your initializing motive power. Inevitable.
Well, one thing I know for certain based on this battle is that dealing with two battle plans. Alright, the Imperium arrives.
On the march. Inevitable. Ready to serve. Initializing motive power. Inferior vessels sighted.
You have seized a strategic area.
Moving. What is your command?
The enemy has seized a strategic area. The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Yes, my liege. As you command. I am the Dynasty Spear. I serve your glory. Impossible. Cannot comply. Moving. Inferior vessels sighted. Impossible. Cannot comply. How may I serve? Yes, my liege. As you command. Ready to serve. What is your command? Inevitable. Drop void anchors. On the march. Locked. I have the days to speed. Initialize motor power. Ready to start. On the march. What is your command? I serve your glory. Relocating. How may I serve? Moving. I serve your glory. All power to motive units. I have the days to spear. Adopting defensive protocol. Yes, my liege. Internal damage registered. Inevitable.
The enemy is seizing one of your strategic areas. You have accumulated 25% of strategic points.
Ready to serve.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
As you command. What is your command? Ready to serve. Motive units fully engaged. On the march. Impossible. Cannot comply. Relocating. I have the days to spear. Inevitable. I serve your glory. Yes, my liege. How may I serve? Initializing motive power. Moving. Reassembling coherence. Ready to serve.
Alright, an 871 Adeptus Mechanicus fleet against me. Let's see how many cruisers, light cruisers, and more importantly, Nova cannons do they have.
Inevitable.
Oh, so it's gonna be a straight up one-on-one.
On the march.
5 ships. Okay.
I serve your glory. Initializing motive power.
Let's get a feel for it.
I am the dynasty spear. Relocating.
Ooh, oof, that
What
hurts.
is your command?
Hold on a second.
Rogue inevitable. Yes, my liege. Ready to serve. As you command. We are death. Relocating. Drop void anchors. Yes, my liege. Engaging weaponry. I serve your glory. Inevitable. All power to motive units. Ready to serve. Reassembling coherence. I am the dynasty spear. As you command. Relocating. What is your command? Initializing motive power. Moving. Inevitable. How serve? Enemy vessels suffered critical damage. Yes, my liege. I serve your glory. Relocating. Shroud strike successful. On the march. What is your command? As you command. I am the dynasty spear. Relocating. Ready to serve.
A far closer call than I would have enjoyed, but I did defeat them. This fleet is going back to repairs to Chinchare. They'll hold the line there as well. Well, I need to hold these systems regardless of the cost. It is going to create an interesting state of affairs, trying to hold on to everything, but it likely is doable. So Bellus Corona, I think, should probably be first that I actually deal with Tyranids will be coming in force, though. And therein lies one of the biggest problems that I have to deal with. I can send them some reinforcements. That's true. The question is, where do I want... no, I already have a space station there. Nemesis Sarah. Now, if Chaos decides that they want a piece of me, so shall we say, then that's gonna complicate things in Nemesis to Sarah. But not too much, I think. Alright, I'm fleet limit. I'll trust in the space station over there. Where can I get some reinforcements for this? Yeah, right. The Cairn here is going to go reinforce the situation here in Funasar. And these fleets, these 3 fleets, will hold the line as it was. Now, that is how things will be handled here, but it's not, I'm not done yet. Far from it. Agrippina needs an upgrade, which I will oblige on. And I also need to fight the battle that I may not quite be able to win. I will send a Markham and his buddy over here to deal with the Space Marine fleet. That is, as you might imagine, something that's going to consume a lot of resources. Damn it all. See, the biggest problem that I personally have with all of this, okay, this is fun. Right, I can delay that 1 turn, but I think I want to see this whole thing, you know, get closer to actually completion before I do anything. If I build a space station in Bellis Corona, I mean, that would help to a degree. Imperial database. Yeah, let's get... That will increase troop regeneration, which is more than... You know, which is arguably what I need more than anything else at this point. Does any of these fleets? Yeah, they do. And I can get some over here as well, some jackals. I think I'll opt for that, but not this turn. Have to think about surviving all of these attacks. Obviously, I do not wish to lose any of these planets, ideally, but that's just, you know, some losses are probably going to be inevitable. Now, the Space Marines have a battle barge. Well, that's actually going to be in my favor, because that means a lot of their points, an enormous amount of their points, is going to be spent on that. Now, let's get to this whole affair. Yes, this is kind of what I wanted. Okay.
I am the Dynasty's spear.
Alright, let's put reload stance.
The enemy has seized a strategic area. The enemy has seized a strategic area. The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Okay, let's take this and we will... Ooh, you're incoming. Okay.
How may I serve? Yes, my liege. I serve your glory. Motive units fully engaged. Moving. Inevitable. What is your command? Ready to serve. Initializing motive power.
Those were boarding torpedoes.
I am the Dynasty's spear.
Okay. their main fleet is actually heading for me over here. Damn it.
As you command.
The enemy has seized a strategic area. The enemy has seized a strategic area.
I serve your glory. Moving.
The enemy has accumulated 25% of strategic points.
Drop void anchors. Yes, my liege. Inevitable. On the march. What is your command? Inevitable. Yes, my liege. How may I serve? I am the dynasty spear. As you command. Ready to serve. Moving. How may I serve? Relocating.
You have seized a strategic area.
What is your command? Drop void anchors. Boarding successful. Frayed ones are feasting. As you command. Enemy vessels suffered critical damage. I am the dynasty spear.
The enemy has accumulated 50% of strategic points. You have accumulated 25% of strategic points.
Yes, my liege. I serve your glory. On the march.
You have seized a strategic area.
There will be no escape. Ready to serve.
You have seized a strategic area.
Impossible. Cannot comply.
You have accumulated 50% of strategic points.
What is your command?
You have seized a strategic area.
I am the dynasty spear. How may I serve? Caratek swarms have breached the enemy vessel.
That's a insurance policy, shall we say. Either way, next turn I will have a pretty good handling of this state of situation. Tyranid attack on Shincher, on Reznor itself, my safe harbors, shall we say.
You have seized a strategic area. You have seized a strategic area. You have seized a strategic area. The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Ready to serve. Inferior vessel sighted.
You have seized a strategic area.
Inferior vessel sighted. Yes, my liege.
You have accumulated 25% of strategic points. The enemy is seizing one of your strategic areas. The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Relocating. How critical. Energy bleed detected. I am the dynasty spear.
The enemy is seizing one of your strategic areas. The enemy has seized a strategic area.
I serve your glory.
You have accumulated 50% of strategic points. The enemy has accumulated 50% of strategic points.
Drop void anchors. What is your command? Inferior vessel sighted. Moving. Our doing.
You have accumulated 75% of strategic points. You are close to victory by strategic points.
Alright. Chaos Invasion. Next turn I will take the system from them for my own ends.
As you command.
Alright. The great clump of defenses over here that you can and should avoid as a player. Let's see. One defensive Gauss particle whip turret.
I serve your glory.
What are we dealing with over here? That either is a Grand Cruiser or a battleship. They've unleashed the big guns, huh?
I am the dynasty spear. All power to motive units. Ready to serve. On the march. How may I serve? I am the dynasty spear.
Getting closer.
Motive units fully engaged. Initializing motive power. What is your command? Yes, my liege. Ready to serve. As you command. On the march. I serve your glory. Inevitable. I am the dynasty spear. Relocate. Ready to serve. Energy to weapons array. Energy to recoalescence. I am the Dynasty Spear. Inevitable. I serve your glory. Yes, my liege. What is your power? Initializing motive power. I am the Dynasty Spear. Inevitable. How may I serve? Relocating. Ready to serve. Yes, my liege.
Okay, the Raven Guard are going to be incoming.
I serve your glory. All power to motive units.
Let's give them a warm welcome, I guess.
On the march. As you command. Inferior vessels sighted. I am the Dynasty Spear. Inferior vessels sighted. Inferior vessels sighted. Relocate. Yes, my liege. I am the Dynasty Spear. Moving. What is your command? Initializing motive power. I serve your glory. Impossible. Cannot comply. Ready to serve. Motive units fully engaged. Reassembling coherence. What is your command? On the march. Way of death. I serve your glory. How may I serve? All power to motive units.
Alright, time to take Skellis. from the forces of chaos. Dorsia will be mine. So there's an invasion there. There's one in Nemesis Desert, which obviously is, you know, the Tyranids. Could delay that one for another turn. I'll have to make that decision a bit later though. For now, I just want to fight the Battle of Skelos. As for Agrippina, that is a different affair altogether, isn't it? What about Chincher? Yeah, I think when dealing with something like the Tyranids, you kind of want something that can take a punch. Shall we put it mildly? So in that respect, that fleet will be useful. Alright then. I am going to delay this by at least one turn. I need the time. Thank you very much. Could reduce level of Imperium resistance. Bellus Corona. Maybe, maybe not. One more turn. Who knows? No, I don't think so. I'll, at least not at this particular point, right? So, let's see about it later if anything needs to change. I'll send actually some reinforcements from Agrippina to take Skelos, if need be. Okay. Here comes the first wave. And then the second. And then the third. One does not just fight Tyranids with ease. These two fleets will need to be replenished from yeah, they'll need to go get some repairs done. Again, the latest attack I have 27 points over 27 battle plans. Bellus Corona is in a pretty good state of affairs, all things considered. Alright. Let's do this. attacks imminent. Here we go. I've done all I can to prepare this field. Let's plow the fields. If I need to make some changes or if they need additional repair, I can always reload and, you know, give them some time. This will be just the start. I will lose the defense platforms, by the way. Come on. That is...
Inferior vessel sighted.
Alright.
As you command. The vessel destroyed. Yes, my liege. I have the taste to see.
Oof. Okay, stop.
Ready to serve. Inevitable. I serve your glory. Structural damage.
That was the first.
Repair. What is your command? Yes, my liege. Inevitable. Initializing motive power. I am the dynasty sphere. As you command. What is your command? On the march. I serve your glory. Relocate. I serve your glory. On the march. Phasing complete. Initializing motive power. Moving. Yes, my liege. Inevitable. Energy to recoalescence. As you command. On the march. Impossible. Cannot comply. Relocating. How may I serve? Yes, my liege. Moving. Initializing motive power. Reassembling coherence. As you command. What is your command? Yes, my liege. On the march. Moving. I am the dynasty sphere. As you command.
That nightmare is over. Fighting 3 Hive ships. Holy fuck. Yeah, that's I sweat like in these battles. Like I know I'm fighting fast. Alright, What in the actual fuck? I'm sorry, but what? I won the... Son of a bitch. Really? Okay, fine. I'll handle it. I'll deal with it. I'll just eat it up. Alright, let's see the situation in Skellis. Orcs still incoming. Fair enough. Delay them by an additional turn. Send the fleets to repair. In Chinchar, how the hell did they get wiped out like that? I have no damn clue. But it's, you know, it's something that doesn't matter at this stage anyway. Let's take a look at Agrippina. There's still only one invasion going to take place in Agrippina. There is one invasion that's going to take place in the Sentinel World. So the fleet here is going to go defend the Sentinel Worlds. Just, let's say I'm a bit pissed off, okay? I won the battle while minimizing ship losses and still managed to lose portions of my fleet. Fucking wonderful. That's all I've got to say on that. Just fucking wonderful affair, really. Alright, this one will be easy because the space station will probably be destroyed, but the space station will also eat that one up. They should be capable of dealing with it. The fleet there is, I guess you could say, an insurance policy anyway. If they succeed, I'll send it to Nemesis to Sarah. If they fail, well, that's on them. Either way. Need to deal with those orcs, don't I? Okay, I will be leveling up shortly as well. From various sources. Yeah, Chinchar. Okay. I have one battleship. I can bring in a second battleship if the need arises. Hopefully it does not. Okay, solar harness. Let's improve income a bit over there, and this will be the second battle against the Tyranids.
to serve. How may I serve?
You have seized a strategic area. You have seized a strategic area. You have seized a strategic area. The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Relocate. Inferior vessel sighted. I serve your glory. Yes, my liege. Ready to serve. Initializing motive power.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
How may I serve? Moving. Is your command? Motive units fully engaged. There will be no escape. Inferior vessel sighted. How may I serve? Ready to serve. Relocating. I serve your glory. All power to motive units. Target locked. Inevitable. I am the distant spear. Internal damage registered. I as you command. What is your command? Shroud strike complete. Damage limit. How may I serve? Motive units fully engaged. On the march. I serve your glory. Moving. I am the distant sphere. Phase disengagement successful. Impossible. Cannot comply. As
Accumulated 50% of strategic points.
energy to recoalescence. Inevitable. All power to motive units. What is your command? Yes, my liege. Impossible. Cannot comply. Initializing motive power. Ready to serve. Yes. Inevitable. I serve your glory. Relocating.
You have accumulated 75% of strategic points. The enemy has accumulated 25% of strategic points.
How may I serve? As you command. I am the distant sphere. Reassembling coherence. What is your command? On
On the march. Moving. How may I serve? As you command. Inevitable. Initialize molten power. Yes, my liege. Ready to serve. Relocating. Energy to recoalescence. I serve your glory. On the march. I am the dynasty spear.
You are close to victory by strategic points.
Moving. Energy redetected. How may I serve? Initializing molten power. Inevitable. Relocating. Yes, my liege. I serve your glory.
Was a close call on many levels, but it is the Tyranid fleets here at least are defeated. Right, they are put in their place, so to speak. Skellis. Defending it, is it even worth it? I guess I don't have really much of a choice, do I? At this point. Harvester, Reaper. I think I'll give it another turn before I actually have to fight these damned cretins. Bellis Corona, where invasion by Tyranids in 3 turns, maybe. Yep. Basically, this is going to wait. And the reason is I want the invasion to happen, but kind of also want to get the level. That's a good chunk of resources. What about Agrippina? There is an invasion incoming, or an attack, I guess, incoming. Orcs. Okay, a Markham will head to the Sentinel Worlds to hold them against the Imperium. This will be promoted to the capital ship. The Markham will also get a Jackal. That's the current state of affairs there. Nemesis Tessera. Delay that, please. I need to send reinforcements that I don't have. Ah, the good times, isn't it? The good times. I need to send a fleet. Oh wait, I don't have a fleet that I can send, sadly enough. What do I have here? Yeah, the fleets of Agrippina are going to head over there. Can they win? Maybe. Possibly. I might, yeah. I'll probably need a minefield as well. Maybe no. I've got battle plans. Come on, let's use those battle plans. Alright, I think I'm good to go. Well, as good to go as I can be. What kind of ships do I have? I still have this lovely admiral over here that can pop in with a cairn if I so need it. Alright, Scythe Harvester, can they get anything now? This fleet needs... I need an extra level for multiple fleets. I guess I'll get the Jackal for this one. Support fleet, I guess. Not every fleet is gonna get the Cairn until the very end game, actually. 3 Imperial fleets descend upon the numbers will blot out the sky before we are swatted out. Oh. Yeah, and I could bring this fleet to bear on certain things. Yeah, I guess this would work out well, wouldn't it? It reduces the Tyranid threat, it reduces Imperial threat too. More importantly than that, though, is the fact that I can get a fleet here. Yeah, you know what? I can sit and just wallow in this, or I can actually do something fucking useful. I'm sending these fleets back to Agrippina, 2 of them at the very least. Their goal will be to advance against the forces of chaos with the fleet from Bellis Corona. And we will swat some more flies out of the sky, won't we? The Terran fleet there will be eliminated by the arrival of the Great Orcs, who I still need a battle plan for, I might add. Anyway, let's, I think that would be about it, isn't it? Several fleets are heading for this position. I'll delay by as much as I deem necessary, right? Sola Bay. Huh. Oh, great! That's just great, isn't it? Okay. No way around that, I'm afraid. This fleet on this side has to be... Where is this Sola Bay? It's in Chinchar, isn't it? Yeah. Got replaced by an Imperial. It's like, oh yeah, you got rid of the forces of the Orcs, didn't you? But you still have to deal with us. Yes, great shit. Skellis, let's see. Skellis. Wonderful. Kimalomas.
Energy to weapons array.
Suppose we're dealing with Space Hitler over here.
As you command.
The enemy has seized a strategic area. The
At that
enemy
point.
has seized a strategic area.
And they have two of them. I'll have two. Where's the...
Yes, my liege.
You have seized a
there we go.
strategic area.
Alright, getting close.
Inevitable. Initializing motive power. Motive units fully engaged.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Moving. Ready to serve. Relocating. I serve your glory. On the march. I am the dynasty spear. As you come.
Alright, take
Seized a strategic area.
How may I serve? Relocating. What is your command? Yes, my liege. I serve your glory. Moving.
Alright, getting closer.
Sighted. I am the dynasty spear. Inevitable. Ready to serve. Initializing motive power. How may I serve? Relocating. I am the dynasty spear. Yes, my liege. Moving. Reassembling coherence. As you command. All power to motive units.
Okay, so that one battleship took, one cruiser took too much damage. Chaos is too heavily entrenched in some of these systems for me to really do a good job at wiping them out. But wipe them out I must. And quickly too. Taking that system, at least down one system, will be a particular boon, as I see it. It is only one fleet that's attacking, so you know what? I'm moving these two fleets forward. So that they are ready to deal with the situation at hand when that arises. Alright. I could delay them for a bit more, couldn't I? 4 turns. What I'm going to do here against the Imperium is I'm going to eat this attack, I guess. Yeah, it should be fine. I hope. Yeah, you know what? I'm sending some reinforcements to the Sentinel Worlds. Because why not? I could get another ship, but is it necessary? When I can just wait and get the cruiser. That seems like a better idea at this particular point. So either way, we're going to fight for Agrippina.
Inevitable.
That's more like it. I'll fight the cruiser brawl at this point versus
Yes, my liege.
versus dealing with a horde with their defense platforms and
Initializing motive power.
their fleet.
Inferior vessels sighted. As you command. What is your command? Inevitable. I serve your glory. Relocating. As you command. Energy to recoalescence. Moving. There will be
Target
no
their generators.
What is your command? On the march. How may I serve? Inevitable. Caltech swarms have breached the enemy vessel. Initializing motive power. I serve your glory. Yes, my liege. On the march. As you command. Boarding successful. Frayed ones are feasting. Inevitable. Yes, my liege. Internal damage registered. Inevitable. What is your command? On the march. How may I serve? Initializing motive power. I serve your glory. Relocating. Ready to serve. Yes, my liege. How may I serve? Moving. What is your command? As you command. Impossible. Cannot comply. Inevitable. I am the dynasty spear. On the mark. Impossible. Blast. Initializing motive power. Reassembling coherence. Moving. Energy to recoalescence. Adopting defensive protocols. Yes, my liege. What is your command? Orbital platform silence.
I can reduce the chaos threat level to 1, effectively. Very good. Then Agent of Chaos. And my income will be going up, especially once I conquer all of the Agrippina sector. This fleet, which needs a battleship, pronto, is going to go over there. They will take the attack over on this side. Between the space station, the gun emplacements, all that, they should be able to handle this one without real issues. But I guess we'll find out how effective my fleets are at this point. 3,000, close to 3,000, just 1 point shy of 3,000 versus 151. The Imperium is really starting to get on my nerves. Alright then, let's get it done. Yeah, very good.
Relocating.
Put lightning arc dispersal, and let's send... It can be difficult targeting these.
I serve your glory. How may I serve?
I'm going to park my ships right on this side.
How critical? Ready to serve.
They have sent a battleship.
I serve your glory. As you command. What is your command?
A battleship, a cruiser,
I am the dynasty spear.
high level too.
Initializing motive power. Yes, my liege. Inevitable.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
How may I serve?
Damn it. Almost evaded, but not
On
completely.
the march. Moving. Relocating. Structural damage outpacing repair. Initializing motive power.
So, are they just going to try and snipe me? Is that it?
I am the dynasty spear.
Clever.
Inevitable.
Fine. Oh, they're incoming.
Moving. Ready to serve.
Still not close enough.
As you command. Yes, my liege. On the march. What is your command? All power to motive units. Yes, my liege. Caltech swarms have breached the enemy vessel. I serve your glory. Moving. Ready to serve. Initializing motive power. How may I serve? Relocating. I am the dynasty spear. As you command. Inevitable. What is your command? I serve your glory. Reassembling command. Motive units molten power. How may I serve? I have the dynasty spear. Enemy vessel suffered critical damage. Relocating. Moving. On the march. Energy to recoalescence. Yes, my liege. Ready to serve. Escort vessel silenced. As you command. What is your command? Relocate. Reassembling coherence. Moving. I serve your glory. Energy to recoalescence. I am the dynasty spear. Inevitable. Ready to serve. All power to motive units. What is your command? Yes, my liege. How may I serve? Initializing motive power. Ready to serve. On the march. Reaching engagement velocity. Inevitable. What is your command? Relocating. I have the dynasty spear. I serve glory. Moving. Ready to serve. Initializing motive power. Yes, my liege. As you command. Yes, my liege. Shroud strike successful. Impossible. Cannot comply. I am the dynasty spear. Boarding successful. Flame ones are feasting. What is your command? On the march. How may I serve? Inevitable. I am the dynasty spear.
Okay, a number of ships are still yet to join the fray, so to speak.
Relocating.
Send them in.
Moving.
See what we have. What remains of the great Imperium of Man.
Initializing motive power. I serve your glory.
Well, quite a lot, it would seem.
Yes, my liege. What is your command? How may I serve? Internal damage registered. I am the dynasty spear. As you command. On the march.
Send fighters in.
Inevitable.
I need to get out of here with at least some of these ships.
Phasing from battle.
Yeah, withdraw the harvester.
Ready to serve. Relocating.
crap.
Initializing motive power. How may I serve? Inevitable. As you command. Energy to weapons array. I am the dynasty sphere. Motive units fully engaged. Moving. What is your command? Reassembling coherence. On the march. Ready to serve. Impossible. Cannot comply. Yes, my liege. Inevitable. I am the dynasty sphere. Initializing motive power. Energy to recoalescence. As you command. On the march. Relocating. Moving. Relocating. I serve your glory. Inevitable. Yes, my liege. What is your command? On the march. Reassembling coherence. As you command. Possible. Cannot comply. Initializing motive power.
Constantly hounded by the foes of the Imperium. Constantly. Well, time to see what my battleships are capable of against Chaos. Will be fun. Let's do this.
Relocating.
Of course, I am relying in part, at least, on the defense platforms being more than useless bricks, which may or may not pan out.
Inferior vessel sighted. Inferior vessel sighted. All power to motive units. Yes, my liege. Drop point anchors. Impossible. Cannot comply. Boarding successful. Flame ones are feasting. As you command. On the march. Moving. Inferior vessel sighted. Motive units fully engaged. Caltech swarm transporting enemy vessel. Inevitable. I serve your glory. Moving. Defense idol destroyed. What is your command? Damage registered. Has to come out. Initializing motive power.
Not quite there, huh? Very well. When all else is done, let's fight the orcs. Actually, I'm not particularly eager to fight the orcs. At the same time, I'm gonna fight the Terran swarm, so I'll well, the Terran swarm is one turn after, so very well. Then it will play out fine. There is an attack, but where is this attack? It's not on my systems, is it? No. There's still that orc attack that's gonna hit the Terran. It's pretty hard to take Dentor. That will work out, I guess, somehow. I could delay it. You never know, but there's no point. Delaying it in the sense that I might want to have a Tyranid control system. You never know how this is all gonna play out. Cause I know what the objective is, how that plays out, right? So, because of that, I kinda wanna be in a position where either way, save. Can I get any fleet here that could, you know, deal with this situation? No, I'm afraid not. Outside of a Markham. I kinda don't want to fight this Blackfist with the orcs right now, but I guess I have no choice in the matter. At least for the moment. So Markham will hold them back at Skellis. If need be, I'll fight the battle. If need be. 2 battleships and a whole host of escorts will hold Nemesis Sarah against the invading swarm of Tyranids. Do want to win the battle? Do wish to win the battle? Guess we'll find out how that goes. As for the 2 fleets over here, well, actually, no, probably wouldn't be able to, would they? Nope, they would not. So yeah, what do I do with the fleets in Agrippina? I could take down the Eldari, sure, why not? It's not like Chaos isn't entrenched with 5 fleets over to the north, and the Eldari might be their next target, so yeah, sure. Catan Vault, Imperial Database, Psychic Shroud. I have a portion. I have some money at this point, at the very least. Why not? Might as well upgrade it. I have the coin, we'll do it. That's not the most useful of upgrades, is it? Yeah, alright. Orcs. Let me just save here, probably for the best to have my own save. Jubal. Yep, that didn't work so well, did it? Whatever. Costin here, signing out. I was kind of hoping that I could win the auto resolve just so, you know, I could continue this video, but it's already too long. So, stay tuned for more.